My wonderful people, I dey hello. I welcome you to another episode of So I'm Yourself, and my name still remain Esther. Today episode, we want to learn how to make our blouse with armhole princess dart. So this armhole princess dart, now we want to learn how to cut, how to swam, and we will also learn how to pad the blouse. So if you're not ready, make we start. But before we go start, I would like to appreciate everybody who don dey subscribe, everybody who don share the video, everybody who they like this video where they put out. I thank everybody. I appreciate now where may God bless everybody. So today lesson, make we start. The first thing make we start. So the shoulder measurements for this pattern, we go use this base of this our pattern paper as the start line. So the shoulder measurement now 15 inches. So that 15 inches we go divide them by 2 to get 7.5 inches. So that 7.5 inches we don't insert them here. Then the next thing what we're going to need to do, we also need to insert the neckline measurement. So the neckline now the standard we go use 3 inches wide. Now we go use for the neckline. Then we will come for this shoulder measurement. We will come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then we go use our straight ruler to connect them to the neck point for here. Next thing what we go do now, we go come insert the vertical measurement, that is the straight measurement from the shoulder to the waistline or to the hip. So the shoulder to the bust point now 11 inches, so we go mark them here. The shoulder to the under bust now 14 inches, we go mark them here. The shoulder to the waistline now 16 inches, we go mark them here. So those are the measurements. So I go make I replicate the measurements for this side so that we go get straight line. So 11, 14 and 16. Then the length of the blouse 9 be that. So make we use our straight ruler to connect the dots together. So after we don't connect the dots together, the next thing we want to do now to insert the bust span measurement. The bust span measurement, as we talk, now the nipple to nipple measurement for this pattern now 8 inches. 8 divided by 2 now 4 inches. So we go mark the 4 from the center front here. We go mark 4 inches and then we go connect the lines. The next thing we go do now to insert the chest line. The chest line now the bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. The bust now 36. 36 divided by 6 now 6 inches. 6 inches plus 1.5 inch, 7.5 inch. So we go mark that 7.5 here. Then from here, just ensure say you mark 7.5 from the center front to get accurate measurements. The next thing we want to do now, we go divide this 7.5 inches. We go divide them into 2. We go mark the midpoint for here, and then we go come in by 1/2 inch for bust to give room for the bust. So this now the front shoulder, sorry, the front armhole. That's to give room for the bust. So we go connect that point to the shoulder point here. Then we go mark the bust measurement. The bust measurement now 36 divided by 4, 9 inches. So 9 inches they here from the center front. So this line now will connect them to this one, but we go use our curved ruler take do the connection. So make we do them now. So we don't get the center, we don't get the armhole. The next thing we want to do now to insert the neckline. So the neckline we go use 4 inches for the depth. So we they use 3 inches by 4 inches. So make we mark them, then we go connect the lines together. Then after you don't do this one, you go use your curved ruler, take curve out the lines, the neckline, like this, and the neckline don't be ready. The next thing we want to do now to insert the dart legs. So we go come for the bust. This now the bust line, this now the under bust, this now the waistline, and this now the length of the blouse. So the distance between this bust line and under bust now 3 inches. So this now the chest line where the armhole starts from. So we go come for this under bust. We go take 1 inch for this side, or we go. So this now the chest line where the armhole starts from. So we go come for this under bust. We go take 1 inch for this side, or we go take 1.5 inch for this side, we go take 1/2 inch for this other side. That is the side towards the center front. We go take 1 inch, a 1/2 inch. Then we will come down from the bust line by 1 inch. Then we go connect this points to this place to this place. So make I use curve ruler, they connect them so that it go come out well. So now see, the next thing we want to do now, go use this straight ruler, they connect this side. Then we go also come down for the waistline, measure the same 1 inch, or put 1/2 inch for the waistline. So we'll come down, we'll put 1/2 inch here, then 1 inch for this side, 1/2 inch for this other side. Then the same thing here, 1 inch, 1/2 inch here, 1 inch here. So just to give them, make them they accurate. So just connect this line here like this. Then from here you connect them like this, and then make them straight. So we don't finish with this side. The next thing we want to do now, we'll come this place, measure this line, this armhole curve. So measure them. So we get 8.5. So this 8.5 now, you will come here, you go divide, you go measure the, you go divide them into 2. So we don't divide them into 2. Then from here you go get the midpoint. This one and the midpoint. So the midpoint is here. So this midpoint now, you go connect them, you go come up by 1 inch. So we'll just come up by 1 inch. Then we'll connect from this midpoint to this 1 inch where we come up. If you use your straight ruler drawing, if you use your curved ruler drawing, anyone where you prefer, now your choice. So I will just use this part, they connect them here. Now we want form the princess. So the next thing we will do, we'll just, so the next thing we will need to do now, we'll come here, we'll go take 1 inch for this side of the dart. I will take 1.5 inch for both sides, but 1 inch for this side is okay. So we'll just take 1 inch for one side of the dart. So just come down by 1 inch. So just measure them. This now 1 inch. Then connect them to this point. So this princess done ready. The next thing we're going to need to do now, this 1 inch what we take here, we go return them back. So we'll go come up from this point, this 1 inch down, we'll come up by 1 inch. Then we'll connect them to the, we'll connect them to this point. We'll connect them back to this point. Then now we want to recreate the armhole. So to recreate the armhole, you know, say the bust measurement now 9 inches before, plus this 1 inch, 10 inch. So this 10 inches here. Then we will need 1 inch to take join the joining together, to join this place where we go cut. We will need 1 inch to take join them together. That is 11 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance. That is 12. So we go mark the 12 here. Then we go come for the bust line still. We go mark the same 12 for here. Then we'll come for the under bust. The under bust measurement now 7.5 plus this 2 inches where we take here, that is 9.5 plus 1 inch to join the darts together, that is 10.5 plus 1 inch sewing allowance 11.5. So here, then we'll come down here, we'll mark the same. This one here, the waist now 32 divided by 4, 8 plus 2 inches that plus 1.5 inch that allowance. This one now 1.5 now we take for the waistline. So that 1.5 will go return and back to plus 8, that is 9.5 plus 1 inch to sew 10.5 plus 1 inch for that allowance 11.5. So we'll mark them here. So now for us to connect all the lines together. Next thing we will do now to cut. Now with this our pattern. The next thing we will do now to cut. Now see say they're very simple to draft, and they're even more simple to sew together. So make we cut them now. Before you cut, just ensure say you use your curved ruler. Take curve out any where any sharp bend or sharp corner there. Any sharp corner, just blend them out, especially all these curves. Blend out the curves so that you will get accurate pattern. See, then this one, go cut out this side like this. Cut out this, that. Then from here, you cut them straight. So this is now the center front now. So when you dey cut your own for your fabric, remember to always put your seam allowance for the shoulder joining and for this side where you go join. See the center front. Then we'll cut the side now. For your zip allowance for this side, then you draft the back depth neckline, the neck depth for the back neckline. Now 1.5 we use, so 1.5 inches deep, then 3 inches wide, just like we use for the front. Then the shoulder slope, the shoulder itself altogether now 15 inches divided by 2, 7.5. So from here to the neckline are 3 inches. The remaining one we use them for the shoulder slant. Then you come here, upper chest line, this chest line measurement, we insert the bust measurement, then we use and connect them. So for the back, we know they come in by 1/2 inch because no bust there for the back to accommodate. So we just come here, connect them direct to the under. We come up by 1 inch for the under bust. We just direct this line, we divide them into 2, then we from the middle connect them to this point, so to create the back princess. Then the next thing we come do, we just take 1/2 inch inside to eliminate that zip bulge, then we connect them back to the zip line so that the zip no go dey bulky for the waistline side. Then the next thing we want to do now to insert the full the dart leg. So for the dart here, I will just take 1/2 inch for the both sides. I'll just take 1/2 inch here. I will take 1/2 inch for this other side. I'll take 1/2 inch here. Then I will connect them here to the bust line here. So this princess dart, they're very simple to draft, very easy. Then the next thing we will go do, then we go come here. You know, say for the front we take 1 inch. So here the same thing, we'll just measure 1 inch. 1 inch. We'll take 1 inch for the dart. So here, then I will connect them to the under bust. So we'll just go up. We'll just take 1 inch here. Then I will connect them to this line. We'll just connect them to this bust line. See, very simple to make. Then I will also return the 1 inch back so that we no go get any shortage for there. So just recreate the armhole with the 1 inch where you take. So the bust measurement now 9 inches plus 1 inch for this dart, 10 plus 1 inch sewing allowance 11. So we go use and recreate this armhole. So this back dart don't set. This back dart don't ready. So from here we will just insert the same 11 inches. So 11 inches here. Then from the waistline, the waist now 8 divided by that is 32 divided by 4, 8 plus this 1 inch dart 9. So the waist now 9 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance, that is 10. So we'll just insert the same 10 inches for here. Then we will create the side seam. We'll connect everything to create the side seam. As you say, they're very simple. So this is a project where you fit do by yourself. If you just follow this method where I don't outline, so you go do them and everything will come out very well. So make we cut now. So you see where the princess starts. Now here we will cut this. Now here we will cut and pass. So just make sure say everything they align properly. So see where we cut and pass. Then this other dart leg will come follow this side. So this dart leg will go with this side. Then we'll cut out the side. Let's cut out the zip. So we don't cut out the zip with that, so we are good to go. Just cut them out from this side, make it blend, enter that side. So this is now the zip side. So the back done ready. Next thing we will do now, we'll go cut everything on top of our fabric. So this side, see, then give your notch for the bust point when you join, so that you no go get any shortage. You no go make a mistake to join them. Everything will match. So maybe we'll go cut them for our material now. Go come show now. I no go see how they come. Okay, my people, we don't come back. We don't go cut our fabric. Now see, we don't cut the pattern. We cut 2 lining pieces for the side front. This is not the side front. This is not the center front. This is not the center back. This is not the side back. So we don't cut all the lining pieces. Now see, we don't cut everything together and we don't notch them. So you self try notch your own. See the notches where we put. They say so we don't notch everything so that when we attach our pieces, all the notches go match. We go make sure say the notches match so that we no go get any mistake, or it go dey easy for you sef. The notches go make am dey easy for you when you dey sew am together. So the next thing we wan do now, we wan cut the wording. That is the wording wey we wan use. So we wan cut am now. Make I come show now how we go take cut am. Okay, so my people, we don na the wording wey we wan use be this. So if you go market where you wan buy, tell them say you wan buy wording. So this wording, e get the side wey gum dey. Hope say una dey see am. So see this side, gum dey for this side. See I say e dey shine. So if you iron am for your material, e go gum put. So if you go market, just tell them say you wan buy this thick wording. See am, e dey thicker than the normal gum stay. So if you go market, then go give you this wording. Then the next thing what we go do now, we wan start to dey cut this wording. We wan cut this wording join. We wan cut the wording join our material. So wetin we go do now, from this neckline, from this neckline, because we no go want make it reach our neck. So we go just come down from the neckline by 1 inch. So if you do am 1 inch, or so I just put my own now 1 inch from this neckline. See the neckline here. So from here to here now 1 inch. Now I give as space. Then I go just cut am from this 1 inch where I give. I go mark am. I go use chalk take mark am. So I go just use my chalk take mark am like this. I go just mark am like this, so that when I want cut, I go know. Then I go let am reach the under bust or the bust line. So you feel let your own reach the bust line, or you feel let your own reach the under bust. But see my own now. When I say I'm say, because say I put notches, so I know where everything supposed to be. You see the notch now where I give. This one now the bust line. This one now the under bust. So my own padding now, I will just let them reach shortly after the under bust line. Maybe 2 inches or 1 inch after the bust line. But if you want to make your own day directly under the under bust, you still day free. You still day okay. Go day fine. Go turn out well. But I just want to make my own day like 1 inch after the bust line. So make I just do it now. Make una see. So this is now my bust line. So from here, so this is now my bust line. So after the bust line, I'll just give 1 or 2. Okay, let's do it 2 inches after the bust line. I don't want to make it there just under the bust. So this place is okay. 1 inch after the bust line. See the bust line. So come down 2 inches after the bust line. So now here this one go there. Connect them to this place. See, so just connect your own. So you see, this now the for this center front. So this now the center front. So for the side they dependent on you. You know, say for this side too, we'll just from here we'll give like 1 inch after this this side. I don't know whether or not this way they do. So when we want cut this front, this side front now. This side now for the center front. So when we want cut the side front, make I put am, make I see am. Then we will come in from this side. We'll just mark like 2 inches. We'll give gap of 2 inches or 2.5 inches. You see? So we'll just mark am for here like this. So just connect your own like this, so that when you want, then from the under bust line, we'll just come down by this. I mean, this from the bust line, we'll just still come down by. We'll just still give them like 2 inches, like, or from this side we'll let them reach the under bust line, so that go day easy to mark. So here, this one I like this city. This one will come to like this. So this side will come to like this. So when we cut them now, I go cut this side. I go use and cut the second side. See, say the thing they very simple. Make I cut them now. I go show now. Okay, my people, we don't go iron the wording for the our clothes. See, so we don't iron and put now. And you see now the next thing we want to do now. See, I don't iron them, so the thing don't stay because of the comb way the other side. So the next thing we will go do now, we go just go our machine, match all your notches together. So now here now the importance of putting notches go come. So we go just match all our notches together. So join your front pieces together. So join the two sides. Make I go join and now I come, I no go take. Okay, my people, I don't come back. We don't go join the side, center front and the side front. See as it stand. See, I'm very fine, very beautiful. So when you do your own, and like this, your result go come out very nice. See, very fine. Make I show now the inside. See the inside. So the next thing what we want to do now, we want just go join the lining piece together. So when I do my own finish, trim your excess. So trim the excess of this one way there here. Just trim everything. I'll go trim am later. I just want to show now. So you trim am, cut this side, excess way there this side, cut and come out, cut them so that everything go there equal from this under bust. It go there equal here. So just cut out this excess wadding way there here from this side. This front center front they okay, so just cut out your own excess so that everything go there equal. So you know see am, then iron am. If you get ironing board, put them under, use them, take iron your own well. See am. So now like this it go there very nice. So make yourself do your own, your results will come out very nice like this. See okay, so make I go join the lining, come back. Alright my people, we don't go sew the lining together. Now see am, so we don't sew and finish, and I don't trim the excess seam allowance come out so that everything go lie flat. So the next thing we'll go do, we'll go turn this side, the right side, we'll go put the right sides together. See am, so we'll go put this right side of the lining to the right side of the fabric like so. So we'll go put them together like this, and then we'll go join them from the neckline. We'll join the neckline together. So make I go do now, I go come show now what thing we'll do next. Then we'll join the back sides together. I will also join the back together, this the main fabric back and the lining back, so that we'll come use we'll come turn them together for the shoulder. So make I go do this one now first. I will come show now what we will do next. My people, we don't go sew the front. We don't sew them with the lining. So I sew them with the lining. I turn the right side to put the right side together. I sew and then I come top stitch. And the reason why we did top stitch now, so that when you wear the cloth, the lining no go dey pull come out like this. But you see now, say the lining no even show. As you see, the lining no show at all. So now so it's supposed to be. But if you not top stitch and the thing go dey poof come out, it go dey pull come out. So now be the essence of top stitching. So we don't go top stitch, we don't try. We don't do for the front and we don't do for the back. Now see and I don't iron them. I don't iron the back side and I don't iron the front. So the next thing we want to do now, before we join the shoulders, I want just first go okay, maybe we join the shoulders first. So we'll go join the shoulders first before we put the zip. So make I go join the shoulders now, I go come show now. Or better still, if you do your own and you feel say you prefer to join the zip first, why not? You are free. It's very it will even make your work day easy for you. So make we go do it now, I go come show now. I go join the zip, then I go join the shoulders and I will come show now. So to join the shoulder, make I just show now how we go take join the shoulder. So you go just take one part of the back panel like this. So just take the back panel like this. Take am with the front panel as I do it like this. So see say the shoulders they together. Then you go use the lining of this back panel, put them with the lining of the front. You see, come fold them together like this. When you fold them together like this, the next thing what you go do now to sew them. Just sew them on the straight line like this. So the lining go there together, the fabric go there together. So you just run them straight stitch like that. Then when you run and finish, you will open up to the front side. So make I go do and I'll come show now my outcome. I did come and no go see. Alright my people, we don't go part. We don't join the shoulders together. We don't also knitting the armhole. See yeah? So we don't knitting the armhole. We don't use the material take pipe the armhole because now sleeveless it could be. So now everything where they concerning this. So I will go put the skirts where I want to attach this thing to. I will go attach them now and I will come rock and for now to see. So now everything where they related to padding or boosty. I hope so now learn one or two things today. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. I will see you for the next video. Until next time. Now bye bye.